Hello everybody, my name is Mister Bopi and welcome to the 2-year anniversary Q&A special. So, the channel has grown 2 years now. For that reason I gave you guys the opportunity to ask me questions again for the Q&A. And you guys came up with some weird shit, which I absolutely love. So let's get started right away, shall we? Our first question is, what is love? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. That's all I have to say about it. Which fictional character do you believe is the most like yourself? Oh, that's a really tough question, actually. I really don't know. I really don't know. There's a lot of fictional characters that I like, but I don't know which one is the most like myself. Maybe Santa Claus, because he is a jolly fella, and everyone likes him. If you could have any career possible, what would it be? If I could have any career, I could choose. I would go with YouTube, because this is the one thing in life that I really enjoy doing, because I can bring something from myself to people out there. So, and it's just what I really like. So I really hope that one day I will be able to do this as my career. So from now, that's a very far step from where we are today. But who knows? Maybe in a couple of years, then yeah. But that's I hope I can achieve that one day. So, who is or was your celebrity crush? Celebrity. I don't know. I always find celebrity a difficult word. But then, anyway, my celebrity crush would be, here in Belgium, it would be Evie Gaillard. Because I think she is a very beautiful woman. A wonderful smile and all. But you guys probably, not everyone knows her. So, internationally, I would go with, Jen Ledger from she's the drummer from Skillet, the band Skillet, because I don't know, I'm just, she's a beautiful woman and I love her voice, so I think she would be my celebrity crush. So yeah. Which animal do you consider to be the sexiest? I don't know. I think cats, because cats are more like they're very, very proud and elegant creatures. They're very proud of themselves, and that's what I kind of seek in a woman as well. So a woman that's proud of her being her, elegant and all, just like women are, and I find that pretty sexy. So I would go with cats. Why does quicksand work slowly? Well, I think that was like a little joke. Like the first time they discovered it, and someone was trapped in it, and I was like, "Oh my god, this goes so slowly." And then the other person was like, "Yeah, it's fucking quicksand, man." So I think that's why. I don't know. Do I look like a fucking biologist? I don't know the shit. Have you ever received any fan art? I know who this question's from. And yes, because you gave it to me. So, yeah, a friend of mine who is also a fan of the channel, she created a t-shirt with the logo of Mister Bopi on it, and then it said #1 fan. So, I have. Thank you. What sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to? Archery. Just, go shoot a freaking bow and arrow, which can kill people when you're drunk. What is not to laugh? It's freaking hilarious, I bet. What is the weirdest thing you have seen in someone else's home? I don't know. It wasn't really weird, but I find I once went swimming at my cousin's house. And well, so my cousin, and then I have 2 nieces, so, and I saw one of my nieces her lingerie, which isn't bad or something, but it was It was just weird because you know the person as a family member, so that was weird, I guess. So nothing really bad, but it was just. What kind of cult would you like to start? A cool one. I'm gonna name it Boopyism, and I will be the supreme leader, Mister Bopi himself. And you guys can all become Boopyists by hitting that subscribe button. See, that's a little advertising there. As cults, we will go out on cult trips to amusement parks, and stuff like that, like Disneyland. And then we will end the evening with a beautiful barbecue in the woods after our satanic offering to Mr. Devil himself. So, and I will lead you to glorious times ahead. Huzzah. What would be the absolute worst name you could give your child? Well, I was baffled by Kim Kardashian's child Northwest. But I think I can top that. I just have to find... Wait, okay, so... Okay, okay. I have to change my last name to South, okay? And then I have to find a woman, we'll get a baby, and then I will call it Dick. And then it will be Dick South. And then just if you don't see the H, it's like Dick's out, so it's funny. Yeah. What's the weirdest thing a guest has done at your house? It wasn't really weird, it was just fucking gross. Like 10 years ago, I had a friend over, and he went to the toilet, but he didn't flush. And it wasn't pee, so that was fucking nasty. That was fucking nasty, guys. Holy shit. Literally, shit. He didn't flush his shit. If you were held at gunpoint and told that if you didn't impress them with your dance moves, you would be killed, what dance moves would you bust out? I don't think that would matter. I think they would kill me anyway, so... I would probably start, and then they would kind of think like, oh god, this man is having a seizure, let's just put him out of his misery. And I'd be like, oh, well, thanks. That's neat. That's not very nice of you. And then I'm dead, so... Yeah. The next question is from Basilia, and she asks us, do you still have health problems? Wish you all the best. First of all, I would like to thank you, Basilia. Also, thank you for joining in the live streams and all. That really means a lot to me. Now, to answer your question, I still have health problems, but it's like the issue with my blood is stable at the moment. It's stabilized, so it could always go down again, and then I would have to go back to hospital and all. But for now, for a couple of years, it has been okay. It's not the numbers that a normal person should have. I will always be below that probably, but they're still there, but they're okay at this moment. So it's just basically a matter of time and see if it will come back and get worse again, or that it will stay like this. And I will just have to, get used to it, because I'm just really tired and all still. But the issues themselves are okay, basically, so. The next question is, how deep is your Reaper? Well, I can tell you that my Reaper is as deep as the ocean. What's your commotion? Ooh. The next question is, are you a Hanzo main? I'm not a Hanzo main, no, thank you. Do I look like a Hanzo main? No. I mean, I know I'm sick and all, but I'm not that sick. No, no, I'm not a Hanzo main. I'm a Diva main myself, and next to Diva, I am a Junkrat main. So, yeah, I like him, but not a Hanzo. I would never step that low. To all you Hanzo mains out there, no, just don't. What is your favorite language? It's actually English, so I know, I just like the English language, and the culture and all too. So well, and with the culture, I mean, I really like England itself and like the UK in general. Basically, I just find it really interesting, and yeah, yeah, English is just my favorite language. So now the next question is from someone who has his autocorrect on Dutch, because they ask, "Are you a dog or a cat personen?" Now, personen is the plural form of person in Dutch. So, but I can tell you that I'm definitely a cat person. Definitely. I just, as I said, I think cats are just private creatures. They're just very elegant and all. And also I can resemble myself more to cats, because dogs are basically, when they see you, they're like, hey, 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 you wanna play? You wanna play? And then they fucking lick you all over, and I'm like, oh, just leave me alone. And cats, they just, you walk in the room, they look up like, what's up? And that's it. They leave you alone. That's how I am too. I'm like, yo. So, yeah, I'm definitely a cat person. All the way. All the way. Now, the next question, I'm a combine two questions in one explanation, basically. The first question is, did you ever thought of naming your channel otherwise? And the second question is, how did you come up with your YouTube name? Now, to answer the first question, at the very beginning of my channel, it was called Mister Bopi 59. Now, to answer the second question, I came up with that name because of I'm a big Family Guy man. I'm big Family Guy fan, man. Yeah, well, I like Family Guy. And at a certain episode, there's Peter who grows a mustache, and he goes to an Italian shop thinking he can speak Italian because he got a mustache. He's like, "Scusi, Mister Bopi," and I just always loved that scene so much that I was like, I'm gonna call my channel Mister Bopi, and just write it down the way I always thought he said it. But I changed it to Mister Bopi later, because a lot of people had difficulties remembering the name, pronouncing it and all. So that's why I changed it to Mister Bopi. Holy shit, what the fuck? I'm under attack by a moth. Did you guys see that? Jesus Christ. I'm under attack, guys! Call the cops! Look at him go! Hi. Okay, so that happened. He's still there, by the way. He's still flying there. But yeah, I changed my channel name from Mister Bopi 59 to Mister Bopi, just so that people would find it easier to remember and pronounce. So, two questions in one. I am fucking amazing. Nice. Now, the next question, there's two people who kind of ask the same. So, there's one on Ask FM asking, when did you know you want to start your channel and why? And then in one of the comments on a video, ETL Weirdo asks, why did you start YouTube? Well, it's to answer both of them basically. I wanted to do this when I was 16. That's when I before all of that, like at the age of 13, 14, I always found it pretty cool to watch back then people like PewDiePie and all started to become famous, and the gaming industry on YouTube kind of started, and I always just found it really interesting because I love gaming ever since I was a child, and I was like, oh, that's actually really cool that you can share something you enjoy with other people out there, and just have your reaction on it, and it's I always found it interesting, but I really wanted to start it when I was like 16 because I didn't have a strong enough PC at the time. Before that, I didn't know anything of software and all. Didn't have a mic, a headset and all, so it wasn't possible. So I got all of that when I was 16, but then I got ill. I got my illness, and I just couldn't because I just was at home all day from school just because I was too tired. So I couldn't start a channel as well. And I just felt so miserable at the time. Everything hurt and all because of all the meds. So I couldn't do it at the time. But then, like 4 years later, when I was 20, I quit school because it just wasn't possible for me anymore to do it because I was so tired and all. And at that time, I didn't have a job or anything either. I still don't, by the way, but that's a different story. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So I started with, I got a decent laptop. It's the one I still use today. And I just was like, I wanna do it myself. I wanna give it a shot. So the first video I made was of Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, which is one of the first games I ever played on PC. And I always loved it, and I was like, that's the first Let's Play I want to do ever. And then I got side videos, like I started with Pokemon game, then I found Game Jolt, so I started with indie games and all, and so day after day it kind of grew, and I got to know more familiar with software because my first videos were well edited with Windows Movie Maker, for instance. Now I use more professional stuff and equipment as well, like I bought a mic, I got a decent headset, stuff like that, and I just really enjoy it. I really still enjoy doing it. It's more fun than I expected it to be honest. Now of course though, it's a tough competition out there. Like, it's been 2 years now, I got like 170 subs right now in those 2 years. And that's kind of frustrating, I'll have to admit. Some other people like triple that in like 1/3 of that amount of time that I've been working on this. It's kind of frustrating at times, but then I think to myself, most people that do it, I don't know, it feels kind of fake to me. They just kind of overreact to the videos and all, and I just kind of want to stay true to myself and do what I wanted to do, and that's show the world who I am. And I've come a far way in the past couple of years, and I got a very big history, and I just wanted to start over, and do something that hopefully inspire people with the same background as me, who have been through something familiar like this, like myself, who suffer from depression, to kind of show them that they can do it as well. And even maybe if they don't want to start a channel, I said this once before, but if there's someone out there who feels down, who feels depressed, who is ill, someone who has been through something like what I've been through, and I know what it's like to wake up and not see a purpose in your life, and then 24 hours a day are very long. So the reason why I also started with all of this was if for 20 minutes, like if a video of mine takes 20 minutes, for instance, and there's one person out there who feels as bad as I do or did at one point in my life, and for those 20 minutes I can make them forget about everything they're going through and all the bad things in their life. That's why I started YouTube, just to get them the mind off of things and just enjoy, That's basically a combination of those two is, interests and my backstory, and trying to get people with the same fate as me get through the day. Combination of that is why I started it and why I still do today. So that was a long question. That was a long answer now, wasn't it? Okay. Anyway, we are going through. Now, the next question is, what are the struggles of being a streamer? Well, I only started streaming recently, but one of the biggest struggles for me is here in Belgium, the internet connection isn't that good. And As you guys might have noticed, when I'm streaming, sometimes I just completely lose connection, and it's really annoying. It's really annoying. As well as uh, when you're streaming, everything is live. You know, all the boring parts in it too, all the parts where you get angry. It's stuff you can't cut out, and you know it's there to stay. You know, people are watching it. It's not like you're editing it and later when you recorded it, and then you can cut out the boring parts and all. Now you have to go through everything, and then sometimes it's difficult to keep talking to keep it interesting. You know. So that's so far is what I've found the most difficult part of streaming, basically. So, what's your overall goal to achieve with streaming and or with your YouTube channel? Well, it's basically what I just said. I just want well, hopefully I can one day turn this into my job. You know, that would be the ultimate goal. That would be my ultimate dream, to do this as a living. Because I'm not really capable right now of having a normal job because of all the issues that I'm going through in my life. I've been at home for 2 years now. I try to look for a job and stuff, but it's just really hard for me. And you know, it's just a combination of things, of everything over the past few years. So hopefully one day this could be my the goal that I can achieve of doing this as a living. Now, of course, chances are rather slim. I admit that. And the other goal is to what I said in the previous question. You know, just to get people with the same issues and stuff, or who feel bad, just to get them through the day, even if it's just 5 to 30 minutes of the time of those 24 hours they are awake each day. If they can forget about everything for that moment, then that's what I'm doing it for. So. Okay, the next question is, what was your best experience as a streamer or YouTuber? Well, it's kind of what I just like said. Hopefully one day I can make this as my living, you know. And so when you start with YouTube, I think it's everyone's dream to one day grow big. Now, for me, that's not the case. But somewhere I'm kind of happy for that, because in the 2 years that I've been working on this, with my 170 subs right now, it might grow slowly, you know, but it's a small amount of number of people that keep on showing up again, returning to your comments, your videos, and leaving comments is better than having a lot of people that never let you know if you're doing a good job. And one of my best experiences that is my friends who I know in real life, my actual friends. They really support me in this, which I never expected, actually. So I really thank them for that. But not just my friends, it's just other people as well. Like Basilio or ETL Weirdo, who we just had a question from, for instance. You know, it's people you do not know, or people you do know, that really support you in it. That's what keeps you running in the end. People letting you know that you're doing a great job. So, that's just really nice. What's your personal favorite video and why? I don't really have a favorite video, to be honest, because I got like 300 plus videos at the moment, a little more than 300. And there's not really one that I think like, oh, this is my favorite or something. I think the videos that are amongst my favorites are the ones that I do with friends, because when I make a video together with my friends, it's more fun, because, you know, it's not yourself you're just talking to when you're making a video, you know, it's someone you can share it with at that point, that moment, someone that you know, and it just adds up to the craziness sometimes. like with Portal with Tim, or Lord of the Rings with my other friends and all. It's just moments like that that just add up to the memories you have with friends, and this time it's recorded and you can look back at it. Sometimes we still joke about it, like, oh, remember when this happened in that video and stuff. And it's just stuff like that that makes it more fun for me to look back at later on. So now, if you thought that the Overwatch jokes were over, it's not, because the next question is, do you need healing? I do not know, thank you. Well, except that when I play as D.Va, because as a tank you need healing. So, but this of course is a reference to Genji. Means pro Genji is always asking for healing. So, but no, thanks. I do not need your healing. Thank you though. I appreciate it. If you were a soda, what kind of soda would you be? I think it would be Sprite, because there's no one that I know of in my entire life that is as white as me. And Sprite is transparent, and I think if I were any more white, I would be too. So I think I would be Sprite. And Sprite rhymes with white as well, so it kind of makes sense. So. What would be your porn star name? I would call myself Raging Rudy, because I get angry a lot of times, and it gives me more energy at that point. So, yeah, I'm Raging Rudy, and then, I don't know. Nah, I'm gonna go with that. Raging Rudy. Enjoy. Okay, we're almost at the end. There's 2 more questions, and this one is, who is your favorite gaming YouTuber? Who is your favorite non-gaming YouTuber? My favorite gaming YouTuber is, I don't know. I don't really have one, to be honest. Because, before I started my own channel, I watched videos from, the more common people, as Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. I enjoy their videos, but since I started my own channel, basically, I don't really watch them anymore, just because I kind of know what it's like, So, and it's a lot of games that I play or plan on playing as well. So I don't really watch any gaming YouTubers anymore. Now, a favorite non-gaming YouTuber, it's pretty difficult. There's a couple of people that I enjoy watching. There's like people like the J-Wits, according to Pokemon and all and stuff like that. There's also TJ Omega. He's a guy that reviews. This is gonna sound weird probably, because I have nothing to do with it, but he reviews Transformer toys. So all the Transformers from the series, the movies. He buys them all. He reviews them, and I don't know. I just always liked Transformers as a kid. I grew up with it as well, of course, as a lot of people. And I just I had some at a point myself, and then suddenly I came across a video of him reviewing that Transformer that I owned myself as a kid. So I watched it, and I just really like his humor and his way of talking. I just really enjoy it. And then there's also another guy called Tom Buckmaster. Now he's a guy from England that I started watching recently, and I've always been interested into the paranormal stuff, like ghost hunting and all. I honestly don't know if it exists. I admit, I don't know if it's real and stuff, but I find it interesting. I'm open to it if it exists. So. And he's a guy from England, and as I said earlier, I really enjoy English language, especially like the UK itself, so England and stuff. And he and his friends just go to places in England that are known for being haunted. I just find it very interesting because I get to see more of the culture itself. hear the more of the language, and just open myself more up to the paranormal and stuff. So he's another guy that I really enjoy. So yeah, those are the more people out there that are little more or little less known that I enjoy watching myself. So yeah. Now the last question is from Sir Squire, and he asks us, "What is the best way to your heart?" Now in the last Q&A, I was asked this question as well, and I just kind of joked around it. I said like, "Oh, it's the left turn on the roundabout and stuff, and then first exit." But now I'll answer it honestly. The best way to my heart would be, it's kind of difficult actually, because of everything that happened to me. I find it really hard to open myself up to new people again, So I don't really allow people in my heart that easily anymore, that quickly. Because a lot of people have left me when I got ill and I needed them the most. So the best way to my heart would be to actually show me and make me feel that you really mean it, and that you really are interested in me as a person and my story, and that you really want to, be part of my life, and let me be who I am, and don't have to act like someone else. And one thing that's very important to me as well is respect, which I think these days is very hard to find sometimes. Another thing that I really find really important is loyalty, because these days people splitting up more and more, cheating on their partner and all, and I'm just someone who is like, I'm not like that. I just kind of really want to find a partner for life and not just for a night, So yeah, so that's the best way to my heart. So Sir Squire, if you have what it takes, I'm curious what you have to offer. Okay, so this was today's this was the 2-year anniversary Q&A. Thank you all so much for the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I do not know when there will be a next Q&A. I'll let you guys know then with a video. You can always, of course, ask me questions in my Ask FM if you really want something to ask me, and then with the next Q&A to come, I will answer them, even though it might take a couple of months maybe. So, but you'll get your answer eventually. So, now, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support. It's been 2 years. Really means a lot to me. And there will be hopefully many more years to come. And hopefully we will grow bigger eventually together. So this is not something that I see as something I created. I want to share this channel with you guys, with my subscribers, because you guys really mean the world to me, and I couldn't have done this without you guys. So it's not Mister Bopi, it's Mister Bopi and his boopit. What was it again? Boopists with my cult. You guys are my cult members. So thank you all so much, and see you all next time. Bye bye.